Hello, Skyline Academy. It is the third week of social studies. Today's lesson is really a shout out for one of our staff members, Miss Mari. Time zones is what we're going to do today, and time zones is really confusing. So we're going to help Miss Mari really get this down because she's now in a different time zone, and we don't want her to be confused about what time it is. And also, I have a friend who sends me text messages way too early in the morning because he does not understand how time zones work. Do not be a person who texts and calls people when it's too early or too late. That's a reason to learn time zones. So here we go. All right. This is my map of the United States. Here's us. We are in Denver. There's our spot. We're the X. Got California. We got Florida, New York. Not the best drawing, but it's okay. I'll take it. You can tell it's the United States. Got Texas down there. So we got to do a little math with this because if it's one time in California, it's going to be a different time in Colorado and a different time in New York because our Earth is spinning around. We've looked at this, right? We've looked at a couple pictures. If it's sunny and daytime here in Colorado, in China, it's probably the middle of the night. And we'll talk more about the global time zones perhaps next week, but I want to just focus on the United States for now. And I'm going to send you with a little work to do on IXL to really get this down, and I think you'll be able to. So let's practice. If it is 9 a.m. in our time zone, and we are the mountain time zone, what time is it in California in the Pacific time zone? Well, we're going to jump left. We're going to go back. And right, we're going to go forward. So if I go to California, I'm going to go back an hour. So if it's 9 o'clock here, in California, it's 8. If it's 9 o'clock here in Colorado, and I go to the central time zone, so if I went to Texas, most of Texas, or Chicago, or Kansas City, or St. Louis, or Minnesota, I would go forward. So it would be 10 o'clock in the morning. All right, so what the heck does this mean? Well, where is it going to be daytime first? In the east or in the Pacific? Is it going to be the sun going to come up here or is it going to come up here? Well, sun rises in the east. Never eat soggy waffles. Sun's coming up here. So when the people in New York and Florida are waking up, the people in California, for the most part, are still asleep. And works the opposite way. If it's 10 o'clock at night here and I'm watching a movie and I think, oh, I better text my friend who lives in Florida this. Well, it's midnight there. Don't text people at midnight. It's too late. Even with coronavirus quarantine, don't text people that late. So we're jumping forward and back. If I go right, I'm moving forward. And if I move left, I'm moving backwards. So if I'm in New York and it is 11 and my grandma's in California, it's 3 hours earlier for her. So I'm going to want to call her maybe in the afternoon, maybe around lunchtime. So I'll know that she's up. I don't want to call her too early and wake her up. I'm going to send you guys with a little practice on this, on these time zones. Forward, back, right, forward, left, back. What's cool? When we're done with this and you get on an airplane one day, you lose and gain time, and it's really weird. And you can have one day where is actually 26 hours, and maybe one day where you only have 22 hours. But then when you fly back home, you'll gain or you'll lose those hours again. So I want you to try the link that I left for you today on IXL, do some time zones, be an expert on this, so you can teach Miss Mari how to know time zones, so she's not confused in Alabama about what time it is. All right, take care, everybody. See ya.